up here, but let's give it up one time for Richie for putting on a great show. We're having fun. I'm Austin Michael. Somebody told me that I make them think of a fat emo Joe Rogan, which is fair. I think it's partly the appearance, but I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I refuse to get bats and I say the N-word like all the time. I know what you're thinking, prove it. I came to a comedy show, I want to hear a white guy say it. Fine. Nipples! Okay, so I'm a big sports guy. I like watching sports. It kind of sucks because there's no good sports on to watch right now. Realistically, there's 3 real sports. You got football, basketball, baseball, and we got baseball right now. Baseball's the most boring sport on the planet. Even the athletes that play baseball are the most boring that exist. Like, I watch ESPN on stores, it's always about, you know, the other leagues. You got, like, in the NBA, Ja Morant with guns for hands, you know. The NFL, you got Aaron Rodgers tripping on acid, throwing 50 touchdowns a year. I can't imagine what he sees out in the field, but I bet it's colorful. So, I've lived alone for a while, and I think it's making me kind of feral. Like, I just feel like from the outside looking in, I'm starting to look like a little crazy, just with nobody around to keep you in check, you know. I was sitting in my room the other day, just like, I eat to survive, I don't know about you, but I was eating a can of beans in the dark, and I'm like, I bet if somebody was here, they would say something. Like, hey buddy, you want to turn a light on? Use a bowl, maybe just heat those beans up? I feel like it looks equally like crazy though on the other end of the spectrum if you try too hard. Cook like a 5-star meal, you know, put on some music, tuck a napkin in, a glass of wine. Like, what are you, Hannibal Lecter? It's just you. Eat a raw steak with your hands. Who cares? So I did, you know, what people that live alone in an apartment tend to do, I guess. I got a cat. I adopted a senior cat. I like him a lot. He's a good guy. You know, pets just get spooked for like the weirdest, dumbest reasons. I set him off because I got rid of the couch that he liked to lay on. It was old, but it's falling apart, so kind of stressed him out. He pissed on my bed like 3 times before I found out about it. And to be like, hey man, only I piss in bed. We can't both be doing that. But yeah, pets are enough for me. I don't need children. Pets are good. So on that transition, actually, I just got a vasectomy. The funny thing about that is they don't knock you out for that procedure. And they had a med student observing mine. And he's trying to make conversation during the thing, which was very unnecessary. He's like, so what do you do for a living? You know, what's your life all about? And I have to go, I'm unemployed right now, and I don't have a lot going on. Can we not talk during this? I'm trying to listen to the gentle roar of the circular saw that the doctors told me. So they finish and they wrap it up, you know. I'm kidding, I'm not Richie. I just use one of those like knuckle band-aids, you know? So they tell me I have to do a follow-up appointment to make sure the procedure works. So they're like, call us back after 20 orgasms, and I'm like, yeah. So I call them back 2 days later, and I'm like, I'm good to go. They're like, God damn, already? And I'm like, I was ready yesterday, I just didn't want to say that. So I come into the clinic, you know, literally. They give me a cup and they send me off to a public bathroom, not even a private one. And I get right to the end, and I swear somebody knocks on the door, and it was surprising. I just blurted out like, hey, I'm coming, I'm almost done. And I was like, I guess that works both ways, okay. So I walk out, I'm bringing this cup to the desk that they told me to bring it to, and I'm walking up, and the receptionist sees I have a Smashing Pumpkins tattoo on my arm. And she's like, hey, I love the Smashing Pumpkins. And I'm like, me too, obviously. Are you the one that I give my cum to? Which is the only time that line has worked for me. another thing about me is I'm a nerd. I majored in philosophy. They made me read a book by a Jewish philosopher I liked so much. I thought it was so brilliant. I wanted to convert to Judaism after college, so I tried. It's actually harder than you think. You have to ask a rabbi to convert you, and the one I asked said no, unexpectedly. I don't think I impressed him enough. The interaction was, this is how it went. I'm like, I would like to convert. He goes, okay, for some reason he asked, what do you do for work? And I go, I work at the grocery store. He goes, oh yeah, which one? So I tell him, he goes, oh yeah, my retarded nephew owns that store. I'll take that, it's fine. So I just moved back to Omaha. One thing I can't stand anymore are those Mega Saver gas stations. Anybody else? It's usually more than one, yeah. They're so trashy. The last time I was at one, this is what I saw. I'm behind this guy in line, and he's buying a single can of Busch Light, and it rang up for $1.39. And he tells the cashier, well, the sign said it was $1.19. And so she goes, well, it rang up $1.39. So he goes, well, you're a fat cunt. And he walks out. I'm next in line. That's a hard act to follow. You know? I mean, geez, poor girl. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I just walked up and I hit her.